All right. Hello, 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 and welcome. It is Velfe night, and today I'm gonna go ahead and do the update on the collection of the figures, and also go over a few things on what you should buy and what you shouldn't buy, and avoid certain ones that have really bad cons and those who that have good pros that are good to get and cons to avoid. Then again, it would probably be almost all every figure that didn't have it, but so let's go ahead and get into it and start it. So I'll go over what is available there. So let's start off with this, and by the way, I will be moving up and down because I'm using one tripod for the camera and also for the phone to catch or pretty much move my model, since it's all controlled by a phone, no other special equipment. And the microphone quality is using the same filters as the one at my desk from the camera in order to capture this audio. So let's get started. I just have to lower it. So starting down here first, we have in here, hopefully, actually, probably can't see all of it, but go from this angle here. In here, we have a full start point. We have a Ren from Love Live. If you have not seen the anime, I definitely recommend watching and seeing the anime. It is a good anime. Love Live is the very first, before, they created all these different Love Lives, like, kind of milking the franchise, pretty much. The best pet. Love Live is the original. You can see 3 of the original. Well, actually, I'm gonna only say 2 of the original girls because I only have 2 of them amongst here. One of them is Ren. If I believe her last name was Ren. Well, we're just gonna go with the first names. So we got Ren, and the one with the blue hair is Umi. The one with the orange hair is Ren. That where I'm pointing to is Ren. The little chibi ones you see to the side are Ren, and the one in the middle is Umi, and then the one sitting on the, looks like a yellow blanket sitting on a sidewalk is Ren, holding an ice cream. And next to that is Histy from How to Pick Up a Girl in a Dungeon. That's the only one I have from that actual series. Let's see, I got that one from Anime Fixed all over at Florida for, I think, $20. Yeah, $20. It's a non-scale figure, so it's nothing too special or fancy, but it is really nice. You can see a lot of imperfections in it, but not too much. Let me see if I can scoot in. The camera won't zoom because I don't have the zoomer program open up, and to be able to control it with the mouse and then limited area is kind of challenging. So, but I think if I do this, oh, does that really help much? I guess that really doesn't help much, but I'll go ahead and do this for you. Only can't see her face unless I get it right. There we go. But yeah. You probably won't see the line marks on the side as much unless you're looking at it in person. It is for $20, it is a pretty decent good figure. I had this for a very long time. The pegs on this is fine, nothing too serious, to be honest. Let me see. No, pegs are still fine. If you own figures, you want to have a panel. If you don't have panels, like to cover up your shelves, like see-through acrylic panels or plastic, heat resistant, you can damage your figures if you have a heat source in that room. It doesn't matter if the heat source is in the art or not, it can crack the pegs and soften them up. I would have, if you don't, I would invest in some transparent HD panels, acrylic or plastic type. They do have like plastic type covers that will be as close and similar to panels and affordable versus acrylic. But yeah, and I'll go ahead and bring this up for you. We have here, yeah, Lumi, like I said, for you. And let me put that one back and I'll grab this one here. And we have, yeah, Ren. If you don't know, out of all the Love Life girls, Rin was the top one for me. Second would be Umi, and third will be Maki. Sadly, I don't have the Maki one. That one was sold out back then when I was trying to require it. She sold out like hotcake, and because everyone loves Cinderace, so Rin's our cat girl. Umi is like our secret kind of person with weird stuff going on, but that is kind of cute and charming. Besides that, I think you can see to the right there, we have a Tanya from, I think it was called Shigo or something. Well, anyway, I can't fully recall, but it's the evil lolly Tanya. The guy who was killed and reincarnated back as a female girl and then joined the army and wants to, the whole thing with God, get revenge against them. And, kind of show him up and stuff. And behind that is the video game Omega Quantits. If you haven't played it, it's okay. RPG is not the best RPG. It is a very tough grind. If you're going to play it for the first time, you might as well just get a guide so you can just go in the correct way, making your playthrough life easier than just randomly blindly playing it like I did, which I have not finished completely, so I'm just letting you know that. I only played through most of it, but you get to interact with the girls and find which girls you like out of they're pretty much like idol fighter girls. And don't even try to aim the camera too low because you're gonna get those special marks like, what are you doing? And stuff. Going right over here. My head's moving weird, but I'll move this over a bit. There we go. We have here the time I got reincarnated as a slime season 1. I don't have season 2 here, the Blu-rays yet. Eventually we'll add them to my collection at some point once I guess the series is close to its end, because the prices lately have been jacked up more than normal. We have the Final Fantasy Alvin Children one, which is the remake or remaster on it. Let's see, what was it? Yeah, it's the Blu-ray 4K Ultra HD. So, okay, it's Alvin Children Complete. Okay, they're referring to as Complete. I do have the original DVD, but it's not here in this main one. Next to it's just the Final Fantasy 15 Deluxe and the Final Fantasy 7s for PS4 Deluxe as well. And behind it, that is just pretty much a Rimuru figure in the box. As you can see, I did not bother taking that one out because this is a product by Bandai, and Bandai products seem to have one issue with their pegs breaking because of the heat, or even without the heat through old age. I'm not sure it's just bad craftsmanship material used, or they're just destined to all eventually break, but I would just avoid pinning them out if you could. But that's just me. Maybe I'm very unfortunate with bad units or something. So we'll move over to this side. Yeah, this box is empty, but you'll eventually see what's there. But we have a Rimuru figure, and we have a Sizu, and then we have another Rimuru. So that takes care of that. But I'm gonna head over here. Right in here, as you can see, we have a compa right over here. The card. We have a mini keychain plushie of Noir, and then we have a Noir little mini figure and a Blanc one. And I do have a Noir figure back there, and the JP version of Noir game, that was the only way to get the mini Noir figure. The American version, you get a wall scroll. That one is by my desk. I don't have it here. The box behind it is just the Noir version because the box is wider. Then we got the Mega Dimension. Then we got the... Actually, scooting it over... Well, it's Blanc's spin-off game. And then we got Rebirth 1 here to the side. And then we have Rebirth 3 in the back. Rebirth 2 I did not get as a physical media. I got it as a digital for console and PC. Since I couldn't play it on PC due to PC and having a decent GPU back then with my old laptop, I got it for Vita. So I have it as pretty much as a digital download for Vita. And then, yes, the mouse pad is from Rebirth 3, if you're wondering. And we have a Noir phone stand, along with Umio, the flying fish that can talk. We got a paper craft figure of Purple Heart, and we have the right here, starting here, Nep, Noir, Blanc, and Vert. So those are pretty much the main 4 CPUs, unless you're referring to their alter dimension counterparts that are human that either a CPU memory to become CPUs and start their own nation. So we'll head up to the next section. Oh, and there's nothing at the very bottom. The bottom last shelf is just pretty much boxes. Oh, glad I noticed that. All right. All right. So in this section here, we'll start to the left. We have a Barbatos, or aka we all know as Venti the Bard, the God of Freedom. We have a... Actually, I need to go up a little bit more. We got a Barbatos, or Venti keychain. We have a Sakura one, a Sakura Mato, a GT Kirito, and don't be fooled by GT Kirito. GT Kirito's model is still Mel, but a very feminine one. And then we have Kurumi. We have yeah, pretty much Neo from Data Live. She didn't show him to the latest season. Of course, we do have a new season that has recently just started. I believe it's season 5. If I am incorrect, don't quote me on that. I'm just guessing from the top of my head because I didn't look at the new season or started it yet. I think it's season 5. If not, it's 4. Pretty sure it's 5. Pretty sure it's 5. And then we have a Kotri keychain there. And in the far back, you can see there's a mini Barbatos and Venti card and a little figure thing, along with what Barbatos looks like before turning into a human form. The human form is just based on their friend who died during battle and passed away. Using his newfound power, he turned into his best friend. So Barbatos, Venti the Bard, in order to honor and remember his dear best friend. And then we have a FGO illustration set, volume 7 and 8, which features Kama on the front cover. There is a illustration volume 9 cover with her on it, and shows some pretty cool fancy artwork in it, but I'm not going to take it out and show you. If you're curious to know what's in there, you can go through eBay or you can go through the Buy service to get it from the websites. Don't recall the website by heart, but it is available there. You can look up the artist through Pixiv or even through their Twitter, known as MS. Wait, what was it? MS. Yeah, MS. I'm pretty sure it was MS. If not, don't quote me on it. I might be mixing them up. No. Redrop. Look up for Redrop. That's the artist. But you also should look up MS as well. They have done some really amazing drawings on Kama as well. And also some cool video stuff, which you should definitely check. Now, this Kama figure is not an official Kama figure. This is more like a fan made by a company that just produced them and sold them for about around, I think 100 to 200, somewhere in there. So they're not really, it's not really official, but it is still a Kama figure at the end of the day. So there is 2 variants of it. This one, I believe, is just the very first variant I have without any extra thing that came with it. This is something I just put here to avoid the figure just being on orange, because it would look better if it was on white. Then behind there is a Kama card, and then Avenger Kama's card in the middle, and then another one, which, if you turn the camera there, you can probably see it somewhat. I know you see the Kama acrylic right here. This is actually by... It does not mention the artist's name on here, but... I know I've seen the artist. I know I'm following the artist on Twitter, but I guess they didn't put their name here. And if it is in here, it is mostly written in Japanese. So, but they also made that as well. Same artist for this one. Let's go ahead and go over. So we have a Nia. Car sleeves, 65 of them. I do plan on putting something in them, but with the very limited space, I don't think it's a good idea to have the cards out, especially if someone tries to, because people don't like to follow rules. The rule breakers, they think they could do whatever they want. So I don't put those out. Plus, it's kind of dangerous to leave cards out, because you don't want to let unsavory characters into your home, your room, touching your stuff. People have a touching problem, not following rules. If it's not yours, don't touch. If you're in someone's room, don't touch. You can look, don't touch. But yeah, so we have and by the way, this is from Data Bullet. This Kirami figure, it was $20 to $25. This figure does have a peg issue. It doesn't break or anything. It just leans more to the side than it should. It should be leaning a bit more kind of up, like this. And that's by design. The design is kind of like flawed on this one. It is authentic and it's official before purchasing. And actually, when I did purchase it, this was the colorful version. The one I ordered was the very first original black one, where the bikini is actually black instead of orange. So because of the mix-up, I ended up getting the color version, because I guess the seller is like, well, we don't have this one, let's just give them this one. So we have here, excellent. Let's go with this. We have a Nia, a Natsumi. I call Natsumi Nia, but no, we have Natsumi. Natsumi does have a transformation from their young form into their adult form. Of course, originally their young form is their true form. Then we have over here another thing with the whole broom thing going on, like like a witch type theme, which is pretty cute for Natsumi. But Natsumi, that's just how she is when she's in her spirit form. And then we have back there a Ichigo, a Mew Ichigo from Tokyo Mew Mews, new. Sadly, we don't have anything from the old version that came out long ago when we were young. Sadly, there was no way for a kid like myself back then to be able to get that. So I was able to at least get something from the reboot on Tokyo Mew Mew's New, which did pretty well. All the characters' personalities were tweaked, enhanced, fleshed out. The story was fleshed out. It was great. I believe Ichigo was the only one who received the figure. Everyone else received acrylics and stuff, which was pretty nice. That one was pretty much like 110. So then we have here, we have a from ReZero, we have RAM. Not RAM, RAM. RAM, RAM. Just like, you know, in our computers, in our phones. I don't know. A lot of people's like, wait, you didn't pick the blue hair sister? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, sorry. She's just not my favorite. Yeah, I love color blue, but she just was not for me. So I went with Ram. She was like the only one I liked out of the whole series. Plus, this is a pretty fancy one. There's two versions of this. This one is the colorful version with, you know, details, but it's still not the perfect, but you can see some flaws with this up here on the hand section. But it is pretty decent on the colors. The colors really hit home. Then behind there is the GB version in her bikini swimsuit, and then the Devil Ram in her Devil Ram outfit. And then, yeah, as you can see, we have the Bunny Ram. And there is multiple versions of that one. It comes in black, red, white. I'm pretty sure there's more other colors. I think there's a blue one, unless it's for the other sister. I can't say for sure. Don't quote me on that either. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to our next side. So we have over here, in the back here, it is technically a rubber mouse pad. I didn't want to use it and get it dirty, and then it just messes up. I want to preserve that because that is, come on, it's Nia. Nia is our second best girl from there. Kochiri stolen the number one spot because, you know, Kochiri is Cinderace, so, you know, I love Cinderace. Nia is our second. If it wasn't for Kochiri, Nia would have took the number one spot for sure. And who knows, it could always change too. But it hasn't for the longest. Third would be for me, Natsumi, followed by Kochiri. So, I'm sorry. Kochiri, Nia, Natsumi, then Kurumi. That's the correct order. Disregard what I said just a bit ago when I was naming them. It just said Kochiri. So much thought. I'm going from the top of my head. There is no read guide or anything like that. So this is all from my head, as best as I can provide. And I have my alarm going off. All right. Okay, there we go. We're back. I should have turned off the alarm. But we have two girls from Necropara, Chocolate and Vanilla. Or I just prefer to call her Chocolate because, you know, vanilla, chocolate, vanilla. But yeah, Choco here, Chocal here, or Choco, I guess it depends because some people pronounce it's a little different than most. I'm just gonna say Chocolate just to save trouble. And Vanilla here are my two favorite cat girls from Necropara out of all the others. And they're really fun, and I do love them. If you haven't played the Vision Lava games, I definitely recommend. Be warned though, there are a safe for age all version and a not safe for age for all. My version is the adult version, so in order to play that one, you would have to download the standard game and download the patches, so be warned. And this is not through Steam or console, this is through PC. Through the other method of downloading it and buying it. It's some site, I think it was Manga something. It's a place that sells the Necropara games there, and visual novel games. pretty sure, yeah, that's where we get, yeah, that's where it's from. If not, it might be from the other site, because there's so many different sites, like resellers from different, vendors that sells it. Then we have the Demon Slayer figure on, hopefully I can say this right without butchering it, because I always butcher it. I'm gonna say I probably just won't say it because I know I'm gonna butcher her name very bad, but yeah, she's Tajiro's sister, and yeah, he's the one fighting them, and she's with them. Man, I want to say it. Well, we all know it starts with an N. Yes. Yeah. Okay, we'll just go on. We have a Hatsune Miku here. That is the snow version. And we have a Luca one as well. Back there, I think you can see we have a Strike Freedom Gundam. That is the HG version, high grade. And then the Wing Gundam high grade as well. Though, here are the problems with both of them. Strike Freedom Gundam's heavy wings pushes its legs down. It can easily slip if not hold correctly in position. I would recommend getting a base. For me, I didn't for either of them. For Strike and Wing Gundam, I didn't get no base for them. But a Wing Gundam's problem is with the joints falling out, like the gun falling apart, and I had to reattach it multiple times. You can use like a little proxy glue or something to keep it from wiggling out, but then it just makes it too tight and hard. So be warned with that. Then we have the Wing Gundam Zero Endless Waltz version. And the only problem with it would be the base, because of the weight of the Gundam being so heavy, it will tilt the back of the bridge that holds it up downward and smack it right against whatever if it doesn't fall over the end of the shelf. So I used a bit of a tape and then wiggle it in until it went in. Luckily I didn't break the peg on that, so, but it is in there secure now. It won't fall down with all the weight or slip up. And then we have the shield right there, and we have the little character that goes with it, and the other one's in the pilot seat. I have it in the Buster Rifle mode that is well known. When Hero was shooting down the in the movie, he was shooting down the gateway to bust in and go in order to get Alina back. So we also have this that comes with it. It shows off different modes. We have the, when the Buster Rifle's separate and it's like in its angel looking mode. And then we got the stance there. And that. And then, yeah. And yeah, we got all the parts. I tell you, this took me a couple days to do. Not a day or two. I'm gonna say almost half a week to do on my own. And I have it set up on a table here to do. And that was really hard. For Bear Caught Wing, make sure, yeah. This is a Master Grade Verge Ka. And to be honest, I probably will not buy another one and do it because it was a nightmare. That was definitely tough to do. And we have Amelia Nava, a little teaching. We all know she's not, Angel Eye. She'll one punch just, so don't get on her bad side. Though she's really adorable. And if you don't know, she and Fedora are, niece. So she's pretty much Fedora's niece. Through the brother side. If you don't know William Nava's father or mom, they pretty much were, hopefully, they make a prologue about it, to go back to the beginning and kind of show how the world came to be in those two, and how Fedora was born and everything, and all the other dragons. But her parents have been kind of like reincarnated. You think about like Kikyo and Kagome. Kagome is Kikyo's reincarnation. While for Nami here, Rimuru Tempest is more like kind of similar to the dad and mom, kind of like a double reincarnation in one because of the appearance and the way how they fight and act. So, and then we can go up to the next. All right. So we also have a William Nava plushie as well. We do have another figure on her, but I kept it in the box. It's right behind what you see where this Daki camera is in the upper portion up there, which we'll eventually get to. So all right. We're reaching up the 100 spot. So we have Rimuru Tempest. We have Rimuru Tempest Talking Slime. And also a plushie. And by the way, the Metal Nava plushie and the Rimuru one is from the spinoff show, where the art design is way different. Then we have a... Probably can't see it because that's in the way. We have 3 Rimuru keychains. Well, actually more like rubber straps. That's what they really refer to. We have 1 Rimuru in a wedding. Not wedding, but a fancy party dress. And the angel one. And then a princess, like royal one. Which is also being blocked by the others. So, just move it slightly. And there we go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and slide it back. So yeah, we have a Rimuru in a skull outfit. The skirt, sort of, the boyish one with pants. So depending on how you view Rimuru, more like as a boy or as a girl, depends, or if neither, but this way I kind of think of this one more like between the other stuff I mentioned here. Like this and that, and the angel, more like a feminine, genderless being. Same thing with the cheerleader Rimuru. And then we also have this, but it's not out. It's pretty much, if we can get the light to show, it's this one. I do have the other one right here. The others I do have, but those are on sale. If you're interested and want to buy them, you can check out my shop. Those are for sale. And I see something has slipped and fall. Oh, just have to pull it out. So we have this. This was a prize thing. It was a scratch off I got for that from Anime Fix. This one here is through Ami. Yes, I kind of wish I could have got something a little different for this one, for Rumor, but this is all they had at the time before everything sold out. It's first come, first served, pretty much, over there. So yes, and then we have hand, kind of like towels, cloths, pads, kind of like with Rumor designs on them in the back. Now we're getting over to the main stuff. We'll start on this side. I was originally cleaning it up, updating it. So we have here female Rimuru, and another female one, and then Rimuru eating a watermelon. This is the very first Rimuru figure I had. And then we have all this other stuff. Like Okay, there we go. Rimmero's rubber straps. Some of these were along with the figure and the plushie I got way before I got the figure. Then we have a skateboard Rimero pillowcase back there. And we have a Raphael Rimero, along with the smaller little Rimeros up here. And then we do have a Raphael rubber strap, or you can just refer to it as a keychain. Then you have the acrylic keychains that's there. In phone cases, that's for iPhone SE 2nd Gen model and up, which I would have used, but I don't have that no more. I have an iPhone 11 Pro Max, so. And then we have this for Rimero, another figure. I have a Rimero prize figure back there. I had sold one. I had two. One from Crunchyroll, one from the Slime mobile game. I kept the one from the Slime mobile game. The one from Crunchyroll I won. I have sold it and it's going home to a new owner. I hope you guys love it and enjoy it. And then we have the Raphael and Diablo back there. You can see. And yeah, and there's also a phone leather case. Sadly, that's for the iPhone. It won't work with bigger phones, so I thought I'd just keep it for, design. Should I ever get an iPhone 2nd Gen or 3rd version of it and just get it like pre-owned or used or something, just for other stuff. So like face tracking, for example. Actually, no, face tracking doesn't work well with it. For something else, like unless they revamp it and do something different with it. It all comes down to camera designs for my phone. Then we have another acrylic thing back there, as you can see. And then Christmas Rimero. Acrylic, that's also acrylic. And then we have a Demon Lord Rimero figure. And camera. Let me set this down. There we go. We have another Rimero thing here. This one is the one I had issues. If you've seen my post, the pegs on these broke on both sides. I didn't do a best job as long as it can stand. I took the broken peg that was broken and made it go in more in order for this side to stand, but the side over here was a failure. I did put something in there just to keep it up and balanced. It's not really connected tight. Might have to glue it in instead, but I don't have any super binding glue for plastics. And over here we have a pending, just like with the art collector thing. It's no different from this one I was going over before. I kept the pen version of this, and we have another one. If you guys are interested in those, just let me know on my shop, or you can contact me through Twitter or at my thing, which will also be linked in the description anyway. Then we have a football ticket here. It pretty much shows female Rimero with Velfe together. All it is a ticket. It's nothing too fancy. So then we have a Rimero clear folder with all the best girls on there. So we got Shion, Shizu, Shuna, and then Rimero. And yes, we can consider Rimero a best girl because how the author has portrayed Rimero to play both roles as portraying a male or a female, but when they're really neither of them. So Rimero can definitely play the role. That pretty much wraps up that. Let's go to our highest end. I think this goes. Actually, I don't think this is going to go in higher than that. Oh no, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. I didn't release the last space. So we'll start from here. We have a Barbatos, very much a Barbatos Kimura, and behind it is a Akama one, because of course Rimero is blocking it. But if I can move it slightly. yeah, this is a round Rimuru Cushy, if you're wondering. And then we have the Demon Lord Rimuru right here. And over here we have another Rimuru figure. But this one is Raphael, well actually Great Sage in auto battle mode. Then we have Mussolini and Lady Merlin, or Avalon, we can refer to her as, and also there's a card there. And we have, well, you guys know who the best dog boy is. Well, this is their female version made from Lady Miko, from Miko, which is Girl's Miss Hina. So everyone thinks girl who's riding it is this. So they all want to meet her, thinking, you know, but you know, no, I don't think Genshin's revealed to their fans that it's really a, you know, girl. But yeah, but it is hilarious though. I believe she does try to get him to cross-dress or transform into it through some magical means or whatever. Hopefully we'll get to see something like that soon, once more endgame content reaches. In here, there we go. Because the lighting is creating all that weird buzz effect. Or maybe, what if I do this? Okay, this works. We have the Kama figure. Something I wanted to get for a long time, but wasn't able to. Eventually did get it. Then we have the Ilya figure. Of course, we all know this is one from the Magical Realm, but I kind of like to think of it as the Fate Stay Night version. Had she not had died and had lived a more normal life without the whole magical thing and the whole fate thing going on, this is probably something she would have done on her own time. And then Bunny Girl Rimuru figure, or Bunny Generalist Rimuru, because this is the very first Generalist Bunny figure on Rimuru. Rimuru has started the category for Bunny Generalist figures, so hooray for Rimuru. For those who don't read the descriptions, and I know there's a lot of people who don't, Rimuru's not classified as male or a girl bunny figure, or a male bunny figure, or a girl one. It's really just neither. So we can classify it as a Bunny Generalist Rimuru figure. And behind it we have, well, we all know from Hololive, before her termination, with all the drama that was going on, Rashia, which was kind of sad. But hey, at least she's back though with her new model. It looks very identical to this, from a neck mounter to a cat girl, which is nice, because, you know, who does not love cats, right? And then we have some well, I guess that's not helping. We have Uli's card, Shincho's and Shenhe, and the opera girl one. I don't remember her name well, but yeah, we have her in there. And then we have a Benimaru keychain, as you can see. And here we have a Bridget Pushy and a Bridget figure back there. And yeah, this is an official Bridget Chimera. This is from the Pixel booth. So what was you? I would grab it before it's gone and sold out, because I think they have a limited supplies unless they have to restock and remake more. Then we have a Mira from oh man, I know the name at the top of my head. She professed herself to be the disciple of the wise men. It should be close enough, but if not, forgive me. Going everything from the top of the head. No notes or anything. But yeah, I kept her figure in here. Then we have another rare figure. And all right, that pretty much sums up all the Rimuru figures and the other characters I have. I guess I could go this way. We have a Rimuru t-shirt that way and some other roll scrolls and stuff. Yeah, it's a bit messy over that direction. It's a bit messy, but not too bad. And then every roll in collection should have their own little sets of rolls. Oh, you can see pretty much me. So, if you're curious about the rolls, these are all the rolls. Like, the most important one is do not touch. And then I kind of added that extra stuff. So, and then, you know, they're not toys to put, you know, to play with. That's the third one. The second one is extremely limited use, so do not touch it, period. Pretty much people have a touching tendency problem if not listening. Do not ever disrespect them or else. So if you guys want your own rolls like this, make your own, write it up, print it out, and hang it up. But if you're going to do it, put it a panel. You want to keep these encased in a panel so people won't ever touch it. Because if not, people are still going to touch it because, you know, people don't listen. Because, you know, there are too many ignorant people in today's world, in today's society, because of all the stuff going on in the world. But yes, that is pretty much everything for my collection update. There's probably a few more things I want to add and get if I'm able to. No guarantees. I'll eventually showcase those. Oh, for the Ilya figure, which I did show up here, that was actually a pre-owned. I got it for a really good deal because I was hoping to get it like brand new, but I took a chance. The seller kept it in the case, barely did anything else with it. That's pretty much what I do with all my figures. They stay up here, nothing else, nothing more. I do dust and clean them off on the top shelf and then the other shelves. Eventually, I'm gonna put a cover, a transparent cover to cover them to keep them safeguarded. And that way, I don't have to worry about dusting all the time, because dust is the #1 worst enemy for any figure, because they can mess up in colors and degrade. Now, regarding that Rimuru figure I told you about, I would avoid anything by Bandai, especially on this one. Pigs would break. It could be because of the heat, or it could just be because of old age. Can't say, because when I first put it out, it was really good, strong. I even gave it a good review, and it was like $20 on Otaku when I first got it. Plus, it doesn't kind of seem to add up. This is supposed to be like a little more higher like this. So I'm not sure that's because of the heat, or it's just that, because I tried to look back for older photos to see if it was up higher, but I forgot. I never did. Took much pictures what it originally looked like when I first got it, but it's something to keep all your stuff safe from heat, even if it's not near a heat source. If the room's too hot, it will start affecting the figures. Think of it like wax melting. So, kind of like that. Overall, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I know there's a few things I tried to go from the top of my head, did the best. Oh, and if I didn't forget, if anyone's interested, it's on my page for selling. I have listed, so check it out if you want to buy this Shuna one here. I am selling a few other things for Genshin, like these. So if you're interested, just give me that shout and I'll give you the link to my store. That pretty much wraps everything. But if you want to know more, talk, if you want to share your collection, join the Discord group. My Discord group is linked in my Twitch panel. It's also linked, you know, anywhere that links to my card tree, or my link tree as well, or the Cardi tree link, which you'll see the word card in it, and I think it's card.org or so. You'll see it there. It will be linked in the panel description of this video, so pay a visit, check it out, and hope to see you guys again for the next video and tonight, or during any of my Twitch streams. So if you want to know more about myself as Velfe, the model, please feel free to ask questions in the Discord group or even talk to me. So until then, I hope you guys take care and have a good day.